The controversial decision was made after months of protests by black cab drivers at the cheaper alternative and concerns over the safety of passengers because of a lack of checks on drivers. However, critics have accused London Mayor Sadiq Khan of pushing the decision at the behest of the trade unions, costing thousands of jobs of Uber drivers and forcing Londoners to pay exorbitant taxi fares. Alex Wild, the research director at the Taxpayers Alliance, said TfL has once again caved into pressure from unions who wreak havoc with their endless strikes and never miss an opportunity to rip off passengers. This announcement is terrible news for those who rely on the service for transport and a living, but what is especially galling is the seven-figure annual subsidy TfL provides to militant unions like the RMT, who will be celebrating their latest victory over ordinary Londoners tonight. EPIBA has announced a legal challenge against TfL's decision. Large numbers of Londoners will be dismayed by Transport for London's decision today to block Uber's license. Dan Lewis, senior infrastructure advisor at the Institute of Directors, City Hall must look urgently at this issue and scale back the 700-strong army of union representatives TfL employs. Dan Lewis, senior infrastructure advisor at the Institute of Directors, said large numbers of Londoners will be dismayed by Transport for London's decision today to block Uber's license. Rider-hailing apps have brought enormous positive disruption to transport in the capital, and the taxi market has become much more competitive as a result. Opponents of the firm claim it causes gridlocked roads and does not do enough to regulate its drivers. Uber enables users to book cars using their smartphones. Uber enables users to book cars using their smartphones, and is available in cities across the UK. Some 3.5 million passengers and 40,000 drivers use the Uber app in London. Defending the quasi-judicial decision, Mr. Khan said of the decision not to issue Uber with a license, all companies in London must play by the rules and adhere to the high standards we expect, particularly when it comes to the safety of customers. Providing an innovative service must not be at the expense of customer safety and security. Getter's Sadiq Khan said all companies in London must play by the rules. Was unusually supported by UKIP, who welcomed the TfL decision. UKIP leadership candidate David Curtin, who organised the City Hall taxi event, said our hard work in the Assembly has finally paid off for our black cabs. I have asked dozens of questions on the working practices of Uber and questioning their right to hold an operating license, and at last TfL has seen sense. The decision was strongly supported by the union representing black cab drivers, who have held a series of protests in London over Uber being granted an operating license in the past. Getty David Curtin organised the City Hall taxi event. Steve McNamara, the General Secretary of the Licensed Taxi Drivers Association, said the Mayor has made the right call not to re-license Uber. Since it first came onto our streets, Uber has broken the law, exploited its drivers and refused to take responsibility for the safety of passengers. We expect Uber will again embark on a spurious legal challenge against the Mayor and TfL, and we will urge the court to uphold this decision. This immoral company has no place on London's streets. Confirming Uber would appeal against the decision in court, Tom Elvidge, the firm's general manager in London, said by wanting to ban our app from the capital, Transport for London and the Mayor have caved in to a small number of people who want to restrict consumer choice. If this decision stands, it will put more than 40,000 licensed drivers out of work and deprive Londoners of a convenient and affordable form of transport. To defend the livelihoods of all those drivers, and the consumer choice of millions of Londoners who use our app, we intend to immediately challenge this in the courts.